I realized that the outdoors was much more my calling.
An advocate and a leader are just some words that colleagues describe Ginny Brace.
She's an outstanding volunteer. She's exactly the kind of people that any successful community needs.
Starting in 1978, Ginny has been very involved in the community. From the Fredericktown Players to the Frederick County Forestry Board, she has dedicated countless hours.
It's really been a pleasure when you have someone who will advocate so passionately for something that they believe in and work so hard to make it a reality as a public official. It makes my job easier when you know that you have people in the community who are working so hard to make the community great.
She has become a force for bringing the community of Waterford and citizens together through her work with Waterford Park.
I have learned all about what trees will grow under walnuts and what trees like the soil of central Frederick County, and I have enjoyed very much learning about the ecosystem. That's been one of the big joys of this project.
A project that started in 2005 with several members of Waterford Park coming together to plant wildflowers and scrubs that has turned into a passive park for all to enjoy.
She knew where every bend in the river was, where every potential trouble spot could occur, where the plants and the animals, and she could point all of that out and talk about what needed to change in order to make the stream health better and how this could be a greater resource for the community and for the environment. And that level of knowledge you just can't substitute.
Recruiting the neighborhood and Boy Scout groups, City of Frederick, and the State Forestry to help make this park, she has made Frederick City a more environmentally friendly place.
For me, it means that people such as myself who advocate for the environment are recognized as doing something worthwhile. And I think that that publicity is really good, not just for me, but for the environment.
Congrats, Ginny Brace, from all of us at WHAG. I'm Katie Mizuraka.
And we found the turtle and the mushrooms, online.
Leslie is a real go-getter, and this particular award, the woman who is named for it believed in sweat equity. So that's why I thought Leslie was the perfect person for this.
Almost 15 years of volunteering, Leslie Ruby has dedicated her life to helping others and having fun while doing it.
She has done so much and isn't afraid to do the work when other people might be tired of it.
It's a lot of work and a lot of motivating other people and motivating myself and having other people motivate me. And it's been just whatever it is to be able to do it, but to be recognized for it is like a bonus.
Leslie is a part of the advisory board of Women to Women Mentoring, Inc., an organization that provides one-on-one mentoring for Frederick County women ages 18 to 35, and after just starting in 2011, it has turned into something more than she expected.
Just a light bulb went off. I thought this is a good answer for nonprofit organizations to benefit their constituents, benefit themselves, and benefit the community. It had all three. It was a perfect triangle.
Pop-up shops are now popping up all over Frederick County in many restaurants, beauty salons, and other street corners, all to help create awareness of the powering of mentoring, made possible because of Leslie and her drive.
I just said to her the other day, thank you for still being friends with me when I see it, the glass half empty, because she always sees it half full. And when things seem impossible, it's not for her. Or when it seems like there's not enough time or not enough people, she gets it done.
To Leslie, every event is an important opportunity to showcase the mentoring organization, and because of that, she has helped over 50 women graduate the program.
It gives me pride. You know, I'm proud that I can be a leader. You know, it's important to me to live what I believe, and I think volunteering is a piece of that.
Congrats, Leslie Ruby. From all of us at WHAG, I'm Katie Mizuraka.
he calls it work. He's like, I have to go to work when he volunteers. So it definitely gives him like that sense of responsibility and maturity for his age, which is not, it's hard to come by.
Just over a year, Cristian Castillo started volunteering with a local food bank with Kids These Days, Inc., and has turned into something bigger.
We've cleaned out creeks. We've worked at the food bank to make little bags of food for kids who don't have it during the weekends. We have hosted events at different parks and cool stuff like that.
With nearly every event attended and almost 100 hours of community service in Frederick County, Cristian loves to help others.
I just want to keep doing what I've been doing and try to make a bigger difference than hopefully I already have made.
And if he is not at home doing chores like loading the dishwasher or reading to his younger brother, he is out and about lending a helping hand.
He's responsible, he's a mature kid. So, I mean, he likes the fact that he, you know, can be like, yeah, I worked, you know, they volunteer at the ARC and different things, and like he'll go in 8 hours and, you know, like an 8-hour day, and he's like, I worked as much as you did today. And I'm like, yeah, you did. Like, you definitely did.
And even though Cristian is 13 years old, it has his family already looking at his future.
How amazing it's gonna, you know, it'll look to be able to write down like, hey, you know, I've done all of this, you know, before I even turned 16. Like, I've gotten these opportunities. So I think that this is just gonna give him, you know, everybody needs a little push, you know, and so I'm just excited for his future, because this way, you know, hopefully this will help open doors that, you know, maybe wouldn't have been able to be reached before.
Despite Cristian's personal challenges, he has always been a determined, caring, and a hard worker.
I learned that it's important to help out your community, because not a lot of people do that nowadays, and it's just a cool thing to do because you help out a lot of people.
Congrats, Cristian Castillo. From all of us at WHAG, I'm Katie Mizuraka. When 14-year-old Caleb McNeil comes home from Oakdale High School, instead of watching TV or playing games, he volunteers.
He is very thoughtful, very considerate. He is hands-on, and I feel that he likes to relate.
It started back when Caleb's older sister began to volunteer at the Frederick Rescue Mission, and let's just say it became a family affair.
I mean, it's special because, like, I know what I was doing really means something, and that I really helped out these kids.
Caleb volunteered for the Frederick Rescue Mission Summer Enrichment Program, designed to help children who are homeless at risk for making grade level or lower income. And with over 120 hours of service toward this program, many said Caleb was their role model.
Makes me feel like grateful that these kids, that they can talk to me, and like they'd come to me and they'd say their problems and stuff like that, and it means a lot that they'd share like that confidential stuff, and made me feel really close to them.
He's the youngest of my four, and so you know, it was really neat to me because he's always been the youngest sibling to watch him around those kids, because I feel that I got to see him in sort of a big brother mentor role with them and enjoying that. And every time I went to pick him up, you know, they were all clustered around him, so I knew pickup times would be longer. They were all giving goodbye hugs, even though they'd see the next, you know, they'd get together the next day.
From Caleb's kindness to his consistency for always being there, the ultimate goal for Caleb was to impact those children.
I was trying to be like a good influence on them. Not all of them have like older people to look up to, and so if I know that they looked up to me and they saw me as a good influence, that just makes me feel good.
Congrats, Caleb McNeil. From all of us at WHAG, I'm Katie Mizuraka.